Well, I know I would say this, wouldn't I? But I suspect that the conditions under which this portfolio may perform are those that are likely to be the case in the coming months. So we have a conservative, quality-focused approach in this trust. That means when markets are rising quickly, particularly when it's led by more cyclical businesses, we will struggle to keep up. But in more challenging times, those that are associated with greater volatility and perhaps an economic slowdown, after all, we have had interest rates going up a lot recently, then this sort of approach should do relatively well.
Our trust aims to protect capital first and foremost. Now, what that means is that in years when markets are running hot and are supported, for example, by recent trends such as the growth in AI, our trust will always tend to underperform rising markets. However, I think it's wrong to judge our performance on a short period of time of 6 months to 1 year. I think over time, the confidence we have in the underlying growth of the businesses we have means that through an entire business cycle, we should be able to deliver market-beating returns while giving our investors better downside protection.
So the trust has struggled somewhat in the last few weeks and months. It's been an amazingly strong start to 2024, and it's been notably led by both AI beneficiaries and more cyclical sectors. Now, the latter part is not particularly part of Troy's investment universe. We will tend to struggle when more capital intensive and more cyclical businesses perform. Semiconductors we do like long term, but we worry that people are getting a little overzealous in their exuberance with regards to the influence of artificial intelligence on the economy. It tends to be the case that we overestimate the influence of technological change in the short term, but ironically enough, we underestimate it in the long term. And we fear that the arms race at the moment, which is leading to amazing levels of spending to build out the infrastructure in order to deliver AI, will be met by more tepid demand as people work out how to actually deploy AI into the economy. Now, those two things may lead to an overcapacity situation in the semiconductor industry in a similar way to we saw that in companies like Alcatel and Lucent back in the dot-com boom. Now, if that's the case, then there will be businesses that deploy AI effectively, and that will lead to lots of opportunity, but we think it may be some way down the track.